Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. One thing that really the American society, the children, and the society overall needs is arithmetics. Just to add, subtract, multiply, things like this. They lack that, and that is a very important aspect in life. We might ignore it and say, well, what do you need? You have a telephone. Yes, but sometimes when certain people make a claim, if you know some numbers, you understand if that claim is big or it's small, the number that they mention, the statements that they make, and the numbers that they just throw out over there for us. In this case, we have, I think, a rehearsal. It's a Democratic Party, which is also the Republican Party because they have the same masters. It's a rehearsal for this year's elections. Why do I say that? It's because the articles that I have here coming from the media, an American media and a British media outlet, don't make sense. The articles, the numbers they give us, which is Joe Biden, the current president of the United States of America, won the primaries in South Carolina with 96% of the votes. So again, it seems like Elvis Presley is back in business. He starts touring and nobody shows up for his concerts, but he gets 96% of the votes. Remember, that's the main skepticism that I have with the elections last time. Call me however you want, I don't give a shit. Doesn't make sense. You somehow are, when you show up for concerts, nobody shows up to see you, you have no fans, but you win, you are in the top of the billboard. Your album, your LP, is on top. But when you go and tour the country, nobody shows up. Now that's impossible. Or 99.99999% impossible. Okay, so now we have the same thing with Biden. And again, numbers. I will show you two articles, and then I will give you another statistic, which raises questions. First one comes from Business Insider, February 5, 2024. After Biden won 96% of the vote in South Carolina primary, presidential contender Dean Phillips says Democrats should wake up and move on. I don't even know who makes the competition. I know who this person is. I don't know if it's a he or a she. Is this the one? I don't even know. And I don't really care because I don't know who that is. So first, I don't know who that is. I don't need to know. Biden somehow got 96%. That's the first article. The second article, as I said, comes from The Guardian, from England. The weirdest campaign. Really. South Carolina delivers a win, but Biden still faces an uphill path. Do you think so? So right here, surprise, Joe Biden won the Democratic presidential primary in South Carolina with a high 90s percentage that would make even Vladimir Putin or Kim Jong-un blush. Well, do you know in the country, in the United States of America, what is the approval rate for Joe Biden? I heard it today while I was out doing some business. 36%. 6. He's got 96% in South Carolina. Impossible? No, but don't you think that if you are 36 in the United States of America, take half, which is Democrats. So from 50, you got 36. And those 36 are 96 in South Carolina. Doesn't sound suspicious to you? For me, given the past elections, yes. Where again, Joe Biden, when he showed up to speak in front of his fans, there were none, just a few cars over there. But his LP sold like the best ever sold album in the history of the United States of America. I mean, you gotta be a baboon to really buy that one, and there are many of them, and they're voting. So what's going on here? I think if what happened in South Carolina is true, 96%. Because you might say, well, you said it, Emil. Who's that Dean Phillips? Well, I don't know. I'm not a Democrat. I don't watch that garbage. But I should have heard. I know Haley. I'm not a Republican. I heard Haley. I know all those guys in the other side that were in the primaries. I know all of them. I can name you right now at least 6 of them just like this, just like that. At least 7. None on the other side. How come? No need. Why? Because these guys in charge of us and in charge of them, these guys, they don't need someone to run. They need someone to win on the paper because they will take care of the rest. That is, they will run the country. So really the Democratic Party or Democrat Party, whatever how you want to call it, they don't really care if it's Biden or it's someone else unless that person is semi-conscious. They don't want a strong independent person over there because that means he might say something about how to run the government. They don't need that. So it seems like the big forces behind the president and all these RNC and DNC and Papalancy, all these things have so much power that they want people behind it. They want actually to lead, to control a country through supposedly one elected official. So that elected official that wins the presidential elector is just gives them the legitimacy in front of the baboons that the system works, but actually is not the guy who is in charge. The guy is behind. The clearest example is Biden. Biden is not there. I said if we go like this, the next one could be the next president could be one in a coma. Or maybe in between Biden and the one in a coma, we might have Kamala Harris. I think she's right there. All right, so we going like that down. Next one is going to be an elected official, newly elected president of the United States of America will be a person in a coma. It just that person, that name, wins the election. Don't worry, we behind we're going to take care of everything. Like right now, if you think that Biden is running the government, baboon. Well, I say that, and that's about it, my friends. You think this guy won with 96? Not impossible, but who's that guy, Dean Phillips? Do you guys know? Or know her? I don't even know if it's a he or a she. Let me figure things out, okay? Because I really want to know. I never heard. Isn't that something? You don't hear about the competition. I'm pretty sure the guys in the Democrat Party, they know about it, all right? Where is Bernie? Where's the communist? Where is Pocahontas? Where are other imbeciles? None. Let's see who Dean Phillips is. Mr. Dean Phillips, his mom's name was Cohen. And I saw his face, I said, I know who you are, baby doll. I know who you are. I think his mom was Cohen. Phillips was born to Didi Cohen and Artie Pfeffer. Let me show you his face. Right there. You think I'm kidding? Someone said one point, these guys are going to overdo it. They're gonna, because they have too much chutzpah, they're gonna show up too much until even the baboons will see them and dislike that. Because they will say, wait a minute, we are controlled by that. What's going on here? There's gonna be of their own doing. That's why a lot of them say, guys, go behind the scenes again. Don't come. They can't help it. They can't help it. So let me show you. I like to look at everybody at early life education and career. Phillips was born to Didi Cohen. Now you know, I don't have to go into that, okay? And Artie Pfeffer. Let's see what his mother married Eddie Phillips, to the Phillips Distilling Company. Wow. All right, how did you make your money? Like the Kennedy family with alcohol too? Jesus Christ. Or like Bush with the Nazis? Which one is it? All right, well, let's see. It didn't take long to go to his personal life. Phillips is married and has 2 daughters from a previous marriage. He is Jewish. All right, well, no problem, man. No problem. And he wanted to put in his cabinet, and I read here, Elon Musk and Bill Ackman. Who's Bill Ackman? You want me to read his early life? Really? Right here. He is of Ashkenazi Jewish descent. I told you. It's going to be of their own doing. Don't believe me? Well, history repeats itself, my friends. So here is Joe Biden, and this is the only counter candidate that I never heard of. Somehow he's in the wings. Next time, he might be the only one. Who knows, right? So, early life and education. Oh, this is Ackman. So what do you think, my friends? Biden, these guys do a rehearsal. Now, talking about Putin and Kim Jong-un of North Korea, the woodchuck. Those guys have been consistent in 80% at least Putin. 85, 82, 81, 79. Consistent. Constant, let's put it this way. This guy, I don't know if he was 51, I'm talking about Biden, ever. In the whole country. So what are you talking about? And regardless, you won the last elections, as we know you did. I think this in South Carolina could have been just a rehearsal for the general elections. If he makes it and he's not, Jesus takes him home. All right, my friends, thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.